Hello everyone. Today we are going to study about the living world, adaptations and classifications. A great variety of plants is found on earth. Some plants have colorful flowers, some don't have flowers. Some plants grow in water, whereas some are found in desert. Some plants are found in snowy regions. Some plants cannot be seen without a microscope, whereas some plants are huge in. Like plants, animals too show diversity. Some are unicellular animals, others are multicellular animals. Some are vertebrates, whereas others are invertebrates. This world is full of variety of animals: aquatic animals, terrestrial animals, amphibian, reptilian, aerial animals, etc. This we have studied in 6th standard. How did this great variety or diversity came into being? Camel is a desert animal which is found in Rajasthan. But have you seen a camel living in Kashmir? What is the reason for this difference? The reason is adaptation. Gradual changes occur in our body parts and also in the behavior of organisms, which helps them to adjust to their surroundings. Such changes are called as adaptations. In order to survive in a particular surrounding, living things have to bring about changes in their body and also their behavior. If they are able to bring about the changes, then they can survive. Now here are some examples of adaptations, how adaptations go about happening. Now we are going to study about adaptations in animals. The first is adaptations in aquatic animals. The roots of aquatic plants are firmly rooted in the soil. Their stems are completely underwater while leaves and flowers float on the surface. There are some plants whose roots are not anchored in the soil. Example: duckweed, fern, water hyacinth, etc. The surface of leaves and stems are covered with waxy layer. Since these plants are present in water their whole life, the waxy layer protects the stem and leaves from rotting. Stems and leaves are slender, thin and ribbon-like so that they can withstand the fast currents of water. Stems also have air spaces in them so that they can easily float. Here you can see the waxy layers on the leaf, and you can also see the air spaces which are present in the stem. Desert plants are either leafless or have small needles which are actually leaves modified into thorns. As a result, they lose very little water by evaporation. Stems store water and food and is therefore fleshy. Photosynthesis occurs through stem as they are green. Roots of desert plants penetrate or reach deep into the soil in search of water. Thick layer of wax is present on the stems to avoid loss of water. Now here you can see some examples of desert plants, that is cactus. You can see the thorn and the green color stem. Adaptations in plants of snowy regions. Coniferous trees like pine and deodar are found in snowy regions. The branches of these trees are sloping, which gives it a conical shape. Example is, you can take Christmas tree. The conical shape prevents the accumulation of snow on trees. Thick bark helps to withstand the cold. Next, adaptation in plants of forest region. A variety of plants is found in forest regions. Examples: trees, shrubs, herbs, etc. The trees in forest are dense and hence they compete amongst themselves for sunlight, because sunlight is very important for the process of photosynthesis. Climbers and vines grow on tall trees. Here you can see how densely the forest is, how the trees are packed densely and how tall they are. Next is adaptations in grassland plants. Grasslands mainly include bushes and grasses. These plants have fibrous roots which prevents soil erosion. Forests in equatorial regions are dense. Grasses in cold region are very short. Rabbits, mouse are found here. In equatorial region, animals like tiger, elephants and deer are found and they can remain hidden in such tall grasses. Vast meadows are found in hilly areas as well as plains. Meadows are an open place or field which mainly includes grass. These are the different types of grasses that you can see. The savanna grasslands, which is in Africa, where carnivorous animals easily thrive in these grasslands, and you can also see the meadows. Adaptation for ingestion of food in plants. Plants which prepare their own food are called as autotrophic plants. These autotrophic plants' roots are anchored deeply in the soil where they get water and nutrients. And with the help of photosynthesis, they prepare their own food. There are some plants which cannot prepare their own food and depend on other plants for food and nutrition. These plants are called as parasitic plants. Example, dodder. It is also called as cascata. These plants have yellow, wire-like stems. It does not have leaves and therefore it cannot perform photosynthesis. It has hostorial roots for absorbing nutrients from the plants on which it grows. Hostorial roots are also called as sucking roots. Example, a dodder plant growing on a mango tree will absorb nutrients from the mango tree, which is the host plant. Here are examples of dodder, that is the cascata, Venus flytrap and pitcher plant. Fungi are plants which do not have chlorophyll and cannot perform photosynthesis. They obtain food from starchy foodstuffs like bhakri and bread. Plants need nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium for their growth. Plants like Drosera, Venus flytrap, pitcher plant fulfill their nitrogen requirements by consuming insects because the soil in which they grow has less nitrogen. Now we are going to study about adaptations in animals. Aquatic animals like fish have scales on the skin and fins on their body. Their body is tapering on both the ends. Humans breathe with the help of their nose, but fishes breathe with their gills. Their eyes have transparent eyelids. They also have air bladders within the body to help them to float. You can see the scales on the body of the fish. You can see the gills and air bladders which help them to float. Frog is an amphibian, that is, it can live in water as well as land. If you see a picture of frog, you will see that it has a webbed toes, triangular heads, smooth skin which helps it to float. They can breathe through their skin in water, and on land they breathe using the nose and lungs. Duck also lives in water and it also lives on land. Ducks also have webbed toes which they use as oars. Feathers have wax on them which helps the water to flow off their body. Now let us study about adaptations in forest and grassland animals. First is carnivorous animals. Carnivorous animals hunt and eat other animals. They have strong legs so that they can run fast and capture their prey. They have claws and sharp canine teeth so that they can tear the flesh of their prey. The paws of tiger are padded or cushion-like so that they can silently stalk and attack their prey. Their eyes are located in front of their heads. Herbivorous animals. Their eyes are below the forehead and on either side. This gives them wide-angle vision to protect themselves from their predators. Their legs are long and tapering, which enables them to run fast and take long jumps. Their long and freely moving ears can receive sound from long distances and from different directions. Their teeth are strong for chewing tough plant materials. You can see the types of carnivorous animals here. You can also see the sharp canines and padded paws of such carnivorous animals. These are the examples of herbivorous animals. The long legs help them to take long jumps. Now let us study about adaptations in desert animals. Deserts are characterized with severe scarcity of water. The temperature in deserts is very high, so to live in these difficult conditions, animals have adapted themselves in a peculiar way. And these animals have thick skin to prevent loss of water from the body. They have cushioned or padded soles. Their legs are long. The nostrils are protected by folds of skin. Their eyelashes are long and thick. Rats, snakes, lizards and spiders in deserts live in burrows during daytime and are active at night. Adaptations in the animals of snowy regions. These animals have thick layer of fur to protect themselves from the harsh cold. Their fur, which is usually white in color, gets camouflaged against the white background of snow, protecting it from predators, and also helps them to catch the prey. A strong sense of smell helps them in catching a prey. Penguins also live in snowy areas. They have thick skin and fat. They huddle together in groups to keep themselves warm. Adaptations in aerial animals. Aerial animals are those animals which have the ability to fly. Example, birds. Birds have spindle-shaped body, meaning their body is a little bit wide in the middle and tapers at the both end. This spindle shape of birds help them to minimize the resistance of air while flying so that they can fly with high speed. Bones are hollow, body is covered with feathers and forelegs are converted into wings. Their body is light in weight. The body of insects is also light in weight, and they can walk with their 6 stick-like legs. And bats can fly with the help of patagium, a thin skin between forelegs and hind legs. Here are the examples of birds, insects and a bat. You can see a thin skin, a layer of skin that is called as patagium between its forelegs and hind legs. Adaptations in reptiles. Reptiles have scales on their body to help reduce the loss of water from their bodies. It also helps them to protect from predators. Snakes have clear scales that cover and protect their eyes. Some reptiles have bright colors as a sign to their predators that they are poisonous. They also camouflage themselves among surroundings in difficult situations. Turtles have large shells on their body to protect themselves from predators. Adaptations for food in animals. Animals eat plants or other animals. Their teeth and body parts are adapted to the kind of food they eat. The first category is carnivorous animals. These animals hunt and eat other animals. They have sharp teeth, claws and have strong legs. Second category is herbivorous animals. These animals eat plants. Their legs are strong, which help them to run fast and take long leaps. Their teeth are strong to eat tough plant material. Third is omnivorous animals. These animals eat both plants and other animals. Scavengers is the fourth category, and these animals consume dead animals. Adaptations for blending within the surrounding. Many animals use camouflage, which means they are able to blend in with the color, pattern or texture of their surrounding. We cannot easily spot colorful butterflies, lizards and grasshoppers. They get camouflage amidst grasses, parts of plants like stems, leaves, flowers, etc. That is because their colors blend with those of their surroundings. In order to adapt in surrounding, changes takes place in various organs and life processes of animals and plants. They that enables them to live, feed, reproduce and protect themselves from the enemies in specific surroundings. Adaptation is not a sudden process. It does not take place in a year or two. It is a gradual, slow and continuous process. Next we are going to study about classification of living organisms. It is difficult to study and remember all the organisms present in the living world. Classification helps in this respect. Different scientists have used different criteria and identified and independently classified plants and animals. A hierarchy is formed. A hierarchy is a system in which members of an organization or society are ranked according to status or authority. A hierarchy is formed in the classification that starts with kingdom Animalia and kingdom Plantae, and they are further divided into subgroups and groups. And these groups and some subgroups are formed depending upon similarities and differences. This is called as hierarchy of classification. Let us study binomial nomenclature by Carl Linnaeus. Imagine that there are 4 students with the name Sakshi in a classroom. If you are talking to any one of them, how would you ensure that others know which one of them you are talking to without any confusion? We would tell the full name, that is the first name and the last name. This is similar to binomial nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature is used to identify each organisms. Accordingly, a scientific name has been assigned to each organism. It consists of 2 parts. The first part is genus. Genus is a category in which groups or plants or animals are added who have similar qualities or features. And second is species. A species is often defined as the largest group of organisms in which any 2 individuals of appropriate sexes or mating types can produce fertile offspring. All identified organisms have been assigned a binomial name as per the guidelines of the International Code of Nomenclature. For example, hibiscus. Hibiscus belongs to the kingdom Plantae and its scientific name is Hibiscus rosa sinensis. Cow. Cow belongs to the kingdom Animalia and its scientific name is Bos taurus. All the organisms of species are so similar that irrespective of differences in color, height, habitats, they can reproduce among themselves and form new individuals like themselves. For example, all domestic cats in the world belong to the same species. The same is true in case of animals like hen, cow, dogs, etc. I hope you have understood this lesson. Thank you. Thank you.